Lisa don't do crystal meth in the bathroom all night long.
That's my opinion!
He will never emotionally fulfill you.
Because I don't want to be a part of it.
Go to sleep! Go to sleep!
Close your legs to married men, trash box.
I'll tell you how I'm doing. Not well, bitch.
Who gonna check me, boo?
Welcome to Morally Corrupt. I'm Rachel Lindsay. She's Callie Curry. We're jumping right in. We've got recap Salt Lake City OC, which we didn't give you guys last week, so we're giving it to you today. And we have Miami, final part of the reunion, end of the season. So sad to see it go. But first, let's start with Salt Lake City. The fact that Salt Lake City, the entire episode, is gathered around a luncheon says it all, Callie. It says it all. The fact that the whole thing takes place, nobody, maybe Miami, could do it like this. Can you imagine how many hours they were probably sitting at that table in real life? It was like a reunion probably for them. The number of hours they were sitting there.
I don't know, but obviously I've been in like a few different chats about the Bravo TV shows that we watch.
We love that for you.
And they were live texting Salt Lake City. I did not get another text about any of the other shows except one text during Potomac that said, Stacey's breath must be really bad. That's it.
Did you see the backlash from Watch What Happens Live? Like, the internet was upset that Andy Cohen had a segment that was graphic. Like, don't hold your breath. And
they thought it was mean. It was mean, but
it
like
was
not too mean.
But they do this with But there's like a sector of Bravo fandom that, you know, tries to paint that Andy Cohen only did this to Stacey because she's a black woman, but she's a brown-skinned black woman. Like, I saw a lot of that. Like, oh, you wouldn't have done this to Ashley. You wouldn't have done this to Giselle. And I don't subscribe to that, but maybe their breath doesn't smell. And then other people were like, I've been around Stacey. I didn't smell her breath. Whatever it may be. The good thing is Stacey takes it in stride. I know we're not talking about Potomac, but, you know, in this episode, they say it to her face. She goes, oh, well, let me grab a mint. You got to give it to Stacey. She, like, if that was Salt Lake City, if Angie told Lisa that her breath smelled,
oh God,
it would have been an hour-long argument. Stacey was like, oh, well, then I'll just get a mint.
Which also I was like, has she heard this before? Because that reaction was just like, oh, quick fix. No worries.
But she does that.
I know what to do here.
She does that. That's like always, it's part of the thing that I like about her. There is always like why are we doing this? Kay, you're aggressive. Kay, like everything is like so casual. And I appreciate the response.
It doesn't seem like she takes anything from these people too seriously. It's just like, oh, okay.
I'm above it. But that's a stark contrast to Salt Lake City.
Yeah, literally the only text I got. Salt Lake, you couldn't even keep up. It was something like every 2 seconds. The overall theme for me, or the overall thing that I could take from this episode, Lisa cannot hang with Angie when it comes to arguing. And it's very apparent. And it's also probably why the women are constantly like, Angie, just stop. Because whatever Angie's going to say is going to actually hurt someone's feelings.
Yes.
Lisa is like, Shorty. My friend Googled the heights of everyone in the cast because they were like, oh, is Lisa tall? No one's above 5'7".
Yeah, Lisa, I mean, Angie's really short, but yeah, it's also, it goes back to the Bronwyn and Lisa thing. And Lisa tried to say when we had her on here, she was like, oh, there was so much you guys didn't see. But okay, fine, fair. Maybe we didn't. Maybe you had better digs. But fast forward to the free-spirited lunch and you're giving us what you gave us before. Like you just, and that's fine. This is, you know, goes
not
back
everyone's
to my thing.
witty and a good arguer.
People are witty in their ITMs. Some people come in with their rehearsed lines like gout dick sucker. You can't tell me she didn't have ready to pull out.
100%. Someone probably said that to her in between seasons and she used it.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
Angie is good. I mean, she is on
Angie's good and Bronwyn is good. And it's not great for Lisa to be going up against both.
No. Oh, so thankfully Bronwyn was quiet. in this
Bronwyn
episode.
was actually like, I'm over this. Can we please just get along? Like, she even was like complimenting Lisa at one point. Like, she was just like, please, can we just have one normal meal?
Right.
But I do agree with Angie.
Which part?
You and I, at the last lunch, your clarity lunch, I think, decided to put all this behind us and be friends.
Right.
And you started right back up.
What happened last episode is pouring into this episode. So it started because Meredith had to confront Lisa. And of course, in the way housewives do it, she couldn't call Lisa on the phone and confront her. She had to wait till everybody gathered together to confront Lisa, which we very much so appreciate. But she confronts Lisa about what Angie said, and that's what starts it off, which we didn't even really get to it. It's like Meredith asked Lisa, did you say these things about my family? Lisa's like, on God, I didn't. Angie's like, you did. And Meredith just kind of accepts it and just keeps moving. And it goes into the Angie and Lisa of it all, which Heather kind of acknowledges. And I'm kind of like, yeah, if somebody was like spreading rumors allegedly about my family, we're going to stay on this for a second.
Well, also, to Heather's point, if someone said something and that person was like, I didn't say that, sure. Depending on who the people are that I got the information from and who they're talking to, there's a chance that I could be like, oh yeah, I didn't think you said that. But if someone told me that someone was saying things about me and the person who was saying about me, I had already caught on a hot mic calling me a whore and had been ran through by half of New York, I might believe them a little bit that she may have said something about my family.
Yeah. I think Meredith does believe that that Lisa probably said some things, but she's disengaging to the point where she's like, I think they've worked on their friendship where they can tolerate each other, but she probably doesn't confide in Lisa in that way. And there's just no point in her diving in and getting into it. That's probably what it is.
Yeah, I also think it's easier for Meredith to not be in an argument with Lisa.
Yes, because as we see in next week's previews, Heather tells Lisa, finally, right? We're seeing Heather kind of step up to her. She's like, I don't know how she says it, but it's kind of like, you're a loose cannon. This is why nobody has your back, because they don't know what you're going to say.
Because you always have information about people.
Yeah, it's giving Margaret from New Jersey. She's got an arsenal. She's got an arsenal. In addition to Shorty, we also have Soup Man.
Oh, yeah. What the fuck was that?
Soup Man. I was like, oh. Like, this is where Mary's like, it's so ridiculous, Angie. Please stop. Please stop. It's Soup Man is hilarious. It's like the Boogeyman, Slender Man. Wait, what? Who cares?
Also, I'm so curious about who this Soup Man is, because I genuinely think Angie does not know who Soup Man is.
Does Lisa?
I'm not saying that Lisa doesn't have someone she's talking about. She might, but Angie's has not been able to put together the clues to figure out. She was like, who the fuck is Soup Man? I don't know Soup Man. I don't know someone who loves soup. I don't know anyone who sells soup. Like, she's really trying to figure it out live.
Yeah. And I'm not quite sure Lisa's angle here, because you accusing Angie of what you are being accused of in a court of law is not going to hold up. You saying, oh, I heard you got your Greece trip paid for by somebody. Lisa, there's a man who has filed a lawsuit in the court of law actually making accusations that you took money from him.
No, that you had an American Express card that he paid off.
Right. So it's like you making these accusations
hundreds
about
of thousands
Angie
of dollars, not a Greece
doesn't
vacation.
match up. Doesn't, like, who cares? This man has said in front of, like, in a court of law, filed it that this happened. Whether it's true or not, that one holds more weight than an alleged rumor. You know, this isn't a rumor anymore. He might be lying, but it's not a rumor because he has filed court documents about this. So it's just, I do enjoy it though. Even though Lisa cannot keep up, I do thoroughly enjoy it. And even how the women are able to, and this is like, again, the beauty of Salt Lake City. The women fight and argue. They're able to detach completely and go in and get a reading, come back,
Lord.
say, what did I miss? And then by the end of the episode, they're cheersing. I just love it so much.
The housewives love a medium.
Yeah, this guy was good. Britney,
Sure.
How could he ever know that? How could he end them showing the clips?
Britney is awesome for this show.
In doses.
I don't relate to her at all. And I can't even really wrap my mind around her decisions. But I do like her on the show. I like watching her.
I like her in doses. I don't think she can ever hold us. She's not holding a snowflake this season, right? She's still friend up.
I don't know.
Even if she is full-time, I like her in the way we get her. I don't want too much of her because it's just the right amount sprinkled in that makes her good. Too much of her, it would just be overwhelming to me. I can't. Like what we got this episode with her and Jared and Whitney being like, I thought you were going to do a 30-day thing. And she's like, no, it's only 24 hours. Like Brittany's really pitiful.
No, she was like,
really
no.
pitiful.
Then Mary was like, how long did it last? She goes, only 24 hours. And Mary's face was just like, what?
I hope her daughters aren't listening to this, and I hope somebody doesn't show her daughters. It's funny.
They are.
It's funny in the sense that we get it, but in the reason I'm like, we can't have too much of her because in the grand scheme, it's so pitiful that you yourself need so much validation from this man who continues to humiliate you, who isn't that into you, who, based on her saying how many times he called and texted her, is a bit controlling of you and your time, and who also doesn't consider your daughters in all of this because he just needs to have you. It's very pitiful.
Yeah.
And also it's dark. So I can't have too much of it.
So for some reason, she reminds me a lot of Jen from OC, but Jen does consider her children.
Yeah,
and
Jen's better.
She's with someone who considers her children.
Yeah.
And I'm sure we'll talk about that later. But I'm just like, that's what you could be. But instead, you're choosing a guy who rarely speaks highly of you, tells other people that you only want him around to pay your bills. We are mid-argument. Angie and Lisa going back and forth. Oh, Jared's calling. I'm like, what? I completely understand why Mary's just like, she's on her own planet.
Yeah. The fact that she was telling the women, Jared's calling me, because she said it twice before she actually picked up. Like, Jared's calling me. Jared's texted me so many times. To her, that was like, he loves me. He adores me.
Agree.
He needs me.
He's obsessed with me.
Yeah. And it's like, no, girl, he's controlling you. And I love that Bronwyn at the end was like, she's giving you up for Lent. Goodbye. And Brittany's like, ha, 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 ha. No. It's a like.
I thought Britney was kind of like, Bronwyn, don't say that. Bronwyn was like, I don't care.
Yeah. She's probably like, I'm going to have to pay for that when I get home.
Bronwyn. Very witty. Really loved it.
Bronwyn's great.
Bronwyn was not having it because she was like, I'm the gold digger, but he's saying that you only want him around to pay your bills? Oh, no. I've taken it easy on you because you don't know what 1 + 1 equals, but I'm going to get in some digs here.
I want Bronwyn and Angie to go head to head. I want them to still be friends, but can they just have a luncheon where they just like can't agree? And I want to see them go back and forth. Also, just the idea that all the women are gathered for a free-spirited lunch. I mean, you got to give it to Salt Lake City. These women know how to do a theme, how to do a gathering. I mean, they've been milkmaids. They've been, worn wigs. They've, been Lisas. Now it's a free, the ideas are limitless. Yeah.
Dressed to impress with the virus.
I cackled out loud. She looks like a virus. I was like,
well, it's funny because she's dead serious. Like, I don't think Mary tries to be funny.
No. I don't think she tries to be funny. And
she just
did you catch
funny.
her She said that in the ITM, but did you catch her and Angie laughing when they saw her walk in? They're like hitting each other laughing.
By the way, that's the saddest part of this whole episode. Her and Angie need to get back together, and I believe they do, but I hope they do quickly.
Yeah, I hope they do too. Again, we don't know the time limit. I'm sure that it was a long time that she was ranting, but Mary's like really trying to calm her down, and Angie's just seeing red.
I think it was beyond that. You said earlier, imagine how long they were at that dinner.
Yeah.
Like at least 70% of it was Angie and Lisa going back and forth. And Mary was kind of like, we don't care what this woman says. So like she called, like her digs don't even, she's talking about Soup Man. Like, why are we going back and forth with her? Leave it alone.
It's so true. It's so true. It's so true. All right, that's pretty much it for Salt Lake City.
Well, we didn't leave. It was one location, so.
Yeah, we got so much. And if you look at next week's
very
episode,
entertaining.
If you look at next week's episode, I still think they pick up there. It's probably not long. I could have sworn they picked up there, but maybe I was just still stuck in the episode. I don't know.
But so far, what episode is that? 4 for Salt Lake?
5.
5 for 5. Every episode has been great.
And I wouldn't expect anything less. I really wouldn't. And we know they're going, so maybe it is over. Maybe they don't reconvene. We don't find them back at the table, but we know that now they're going on the yacht trip. So again,
get ready.
Them stuck on a boat. Them stuck on a boat overseas. Come on. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be amazing. Going? Don't know. Mary wasn't there, I don't think, when she announced it.
She don't go on those.
I don't know.
By the way, I'm like, at the time I was like, is Mary mad or is she just trying to make her exit? Because she has had enough.
Mary's like, it's time to go. And the fact that this place did not have enough space where they kept interrupting people's psychic readings was hilarious. We didn't even talk about Angie bringing the bucket of stuff. Angie knows how to do TV.
Or knocking down the flowers. Like, it was this crowded space.
Angie bringing the bucket. Angie, the horse falling off and Mary putting 2 and 2 together like, that's the horse he was talking about being injured. It's just...
She was like, he wasn't wrong.
Everything was great. He was not wrong. Okay, OC. I gotta say, not a crazy amount happens. This felt like a transition episode to get them into Amsterdam. And even when they get there, still not like a crazy amount of things happening. I've never been to Amsterdam. Have you?
No, I would really like to go.
I would too. And the reason I'm asking is because you know how I am. I've talked about this before, specifically with Real Housewives of Atlanta. Could they not have found a different hotel?
Oh, yeah. No, there has to be luxury in Amsterdam. Has to be.
When they pulled up on the outside, I was like, ooh. Then they walked into the lobby and I was like, okay. But I've seen those hotels before where the lobby is grand. Mm-hmm. And then you get to the room and you're like, wait a second. Hold on, something's not right. They get to the room and I'm like, well, this is one of the first times that I feel like we didn't get a room tour. There was no suite. There was no,
you're right.
Oh, look at the room. Because when they did do the room, I was like, it's happening here.
Well, it would be on brand
for
OC.
To not have a good room?
Just feel like OC's on like the lower budget of things.
Really? Speaking of lower budget, no. Well, I just expect more from them. No.
Well, I mean, I guess Heather would like only accept a certain level.
Speaking of lower budget, it just makes me think of, I don't know if you saw the TikTok that Gina put up about housewives living outside of their budget, which was kind of like I don't understand why. It's like one of those videos where she's not talking, but the words are over it. And obviously that's a dig at Wendy.
Well, yes, but I also think that she's like, this keeps happening.
Yes, she is.
Yeah.
They're not letting their foot off the gas when it comes to Wendy. I mean, everybody is talking about it.
Oh, like, really?
Yeah. And it's all over. My TikTok algorithm is Wendy's case.
I feel like I've barely seen it. I was even thinking, I haven't even seen if they got bail.
Oh, they're out. They got out immediately.
That's what my friend said, but I'm like, where are they? No pictures?
It was all in the same article. Like they got out immediately. The bail was really low.
It was like $50,000.
And was it?
You pay 10% of it.
I thought it was less than that, but okay. So 5,000, they got out.
Yeah.
But no, everybody's being so critical. Like a lot of, I'll send you the next time I see it. Just so many people. I saw one guy, I can't think of his name. He's a blogger. He was like, they got leaked footage about Wendy's, the burglary. And he was like, it might really change people's mind. And I'm like, oh my God, what is it? And then he shows the video and it's an alien. I was like, I gotta get off TikTok today. It's too much. It's too much.
Loud.
But anyways, back to OC. I mean, we catch up with everyone kind of at home. We're regrouping from the last episode. Shannon throws a non-bridal party for Jen, who's not really into the bridal things of it all.
It was beautiful.
It was really nice, which Jen acknowledged, but she's kind of like, I'm not into it. And it made me wonder how close she and Shannon really are.
Well, but then you saw Tamara and Emily talking about it, and you're like, oh, that's why Shannon did that.
Wait, why did she do it?
Tamara and Emily were like, did you really want that? To Jen, and Jen was like, no, but it was beautiful. And Tamara and Emily were like, yeah, Shannon threw that so she could be like, I threw you a bridal shower. And I was like, they're probably right.
They're probably
her
right.
And Jen are not that close.
Right. That confused me too. And then it was like, if you are that close to Jen, then you would know that
she's not that into it.
She's not that into it. It's her second marriage. And she's more so unlike Britney, prioritizing her kids and making sure that all of that, and they're good with, her ex and everything before she moves forward. So yeah, but it was beautiful. And it gave the women a chance to gather. And I did like them going around the table and giving marriage advice. I totally did. But I find it interesting that Tamara rolled her eyes at Gretchen. I know that they don't get along, but she mentioned faith. And I'm like, is Tamara still not deep in the faith anymore? Remember, we watched her get baptized and rededicate her life and all of that, but we don't really hear her talk about it as much.
I don't know if she is or she isn't, but I think she rolls her eyes because she thinks that Gretchen's like a horrible person. And so she's like, don't try to use faith to like make yourself seem like a better person when you're awful. That's what I thought Tamara was rolling her eyes at.
This might be going a bit too far, but we do know that Gretchen is, also referred to as MAGA Barbie. Mm-hmm. And I do think that Gretchen and Slade get in the mess of things. And I'm not saying that you have to be perfect to be a Christian, but they do come across, and this is a big assumption for me. So, don't come at me, but if you want to come at me, come on. I feel like they're the type of people who weaponize Christianity. I don't
think that's that big of an assumption. I don't love Tamara. People love her. I don't love her. I'm not a Tamara fan. I go up and down with her based on how she is this season.
As she goes up and down. Yes.
Yeah. This season, her threatening to leave every other second. It's too annoying. I don't like that she is getting into the Gretchen stuff at this point. Meeting with Katie. The bigger problem is that Katie went and told the blogs that you drugged someone.
Yeah.
But you don't even care about that because all you care about is trying to find stuff out about Gretchen and Slade, which you didn't find out anything new. Katie didn't have anything to tell you other than what she's been telling you. So while I'm not sure if Katie is lying or telling the truth, I do think something was said, but I don't know, it could be lost in super tiny details of what really happened. And that's what Gretchen's hanging on to. I didn't say I was drugged. I said, maybe I felt like I could have been, you know what I mean? I don't know, but this isn't the first thing Katie's lied about. So.
Right. I mean, this is Tamara's storyline. So yeah. I wasn't shocked to see her go talk to Katie because it's she's got to keep the storyline. But I'm with you. When Tamara came back, I was overly excited, totally into it. Now I'm tapped out and I realize why she needed to be on pause from before. It's same shit, different day type thing. And as we've said multiple times on the podcast, Shannon coined it so well, she's pretty much figured her out. I did think it was nice to see her and Eddie together because we don't see a lot of Eddie. And I think Eddie's had a rough go on the show. So he's probably removed himself. Also, with their business, being a victim of COVID, I just feel like Eddie doesn't want to be on camera at all. And I just think he's also over the shits as well.
I also don't think that he likes the way his wife acts on the show.
As he discussed.
Yeah.
As he's like,
you
for
don't
need
marriage?
to drink. You don't need, I'm like, damn.
You know, he was like, she was like, do you think I have a problem with alcohol? And he was like, no. But for our marriage, you should not have a drop. You can't even cook with wine.
That was rough. Because again, if you're saying it on camera, imagine how many conversations they've had off camera. So to your point, Eddie doesn't want to be around Tamara filming. She's always drinking, the dramatics, whatever. I think it makes him look at his wife a differently.
Way. I completely agree. The point where I'm like, they're in trouble. Because Tamara ain't leaving this shit alone. At least during filming.
Right. And even if she did, she's got a podcast where she's in the shits all the time. You know what I mean? So
Eddie doesn't like drama.
Mm-mm.
And, you know, I understand also getting to an age where you're like, I'm done. Go marry Slade, Tamara.
Also, he's had a taste of not being on the show, right? When he met Tamara, he was on the show. Then he spent a few years with her detached, and he probably really loved it and got used to it. Whereas Tamara probably really hated that. And so now for her to go back,
he probably did like the paycheck. And
sure.
So he was like, all right, let's go back. And then now they're back, and he's like, no. On the show, you hear him, we've talked about moving to another state. Let's open that convo back up. He's like, what can I do?
I know, right? I know. Poor Eddie. Also, we love Travis. I'm so glad Gina and Travis are back together. I can't imagine how hard it is when you have a blended family and one of the parents is playing games and using the kids as pawns. I cannot even imagine. But when she said, I'm going to be the Jody, I literally almost cried. When she said Travis just wanted to be around his son so much, he started volunteering at PE. I was like, I'm going to be in tears watching this. That is it's sad. Like I said, a parent using a child as a pawn to get back and jeopardizing their relationship when all this man wants to be is a father to his child. Oh,
it's really sad. But Travis seems like a great guy.
Oh, I was like, what you going to say?
No. Seems like a great guy who made a bad decision in his first wife.
Except for the kids.
Yeah, except for the kids. Also, Gina's just so much happier.
I know. She looks happier. You know, I think it's a scary thing when you leave a relationship, when you love somebody, because you don't know, one, if you're going to come back. And if you do come back, will it be the same? But them taking that time apart really obviously just made them love each other even more and realize how much they want to be with each other. And their kids clearly love the blended family and being together. So I just really I mean, we've come a long way with Gina from the breakup with her ex to the DUIs to her moving across the country, being an OC. It's just really, the arc of Gina is really refreshing. And her to build herself back up. She left the casita in a new home. You know what I mean?
She's doing good on real estate.
Yeah. The ladies go to Amsterdam, like you said. They stay in a shitty hotel. Or I shouldn't say shitty. They stay
supposedly. We'll do some research and see.
I don't need to, Callie. I saw that room. There's a reason we didn't get a tour.
Maybe there's things we didn't see.
We would have received a tour.
Or, you know what? Maybe there's not better available. So let's.
And Gina and Emily are sharing a room and they look like they're on top of each other.
Have we talked about this? We talked about this. I'm not a room sharer.
We did not talk about this.
You like sharing rooms?
I don't particularly enjoy it. I will if it's for the greater good, right? Like if I was on a cast trip, I would prefer my own room, but I'm not going to throw a fit if I can't. If you give me the biggest room and I have to share it with my best friend.
Okay, but that's work.
Fine.
That's work. Like, if I'm going on a trip with my friends, I want my own room. I'm paying for my own room.
Always want my own room. But if we're saying, like, I went to a bachelorette party this year and there were supposed to be way more girls. And so people were going to have to share rooms or somebody was going to have to volunteer. So I was like, okay, me and Astrid, if we have to, we'll share a room.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm fine with that. If I can pick the person who I'm sharing with and I can be like, I can do it with this person, fine. But that's not what I want to do.
No.
Before I had children, though, I would share all the time. I had no problem.
Yeah,
Like,
that's...
Now, after being married and with a child, I'm like, I want my own bed.
And
I don't want anyone
girlfriends.
touching me.
Good girlfriends let moms get first dibs. That should be like good girlfriends say, you're a mom, you need a vacation.
Yeah, but some
you need a break.
people like they're like, oh, besties, let's cuddle. I'm like, don't touch me. I can't have anyone else touch me.
No, well, yeah, you're also like, you've got kids around you all the time.
All the time. I know, but
I'm the same
some
way.
women like I have friends who just like assume we'll be rooming, and I'm like, no.
Oh, I have friends. Yeah, I have friends like that too.
Do you know what I mean? Like, I love you. We can chill till 3 a.m, but I'm sleeping in my own bed tonight. You're gonna have to find somewhere else to stay.
We'll be in each other's rooms all the time, but
yes,
yeah. And like, I like to be like on the phone. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want you to hear my conversations with who I'm talking to. Like, it's all of that for me.
What if I have diarrhea? Like, I'd like to have.
They probably want you to have your own.
If I am on a trip without anyone around, I would love to have explosive diarrhea without anyone, not worrying about someone coming in the bathroom, not worrying about someone hearing whatever's happening in there. I want my peace.
I'm with you. Preference is by myself, the older that I get. But
Rachel's like, I want to have phone sex. I'm like, I want to fart.
That's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. I need to have quiet time. No, that's funny. Well, yeah, Emily and Gina, they were like, Emily and Gina's room. I'm like, these two love to be together, which it's cute.
That's what I'm saying. They love it. Like, I don't think they're doing it for the greater good. I think they love to like travel and be together.
And I just think that they love to pillow talk and gossip too. Like,
yeah, I mean, it's different on the cast trip because like at the end of the night, you're definitely gonna have some shit to get off.
Exactly, with no cameras. Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah.
In the bachelor mansion, you're not allowed if there are two. At least this used to be the old rule. If there were two people together, the cameras could be in there. So
two?
like, yeah. So if I went to the bathroom by myself. Let's just say we're at an event, not at the mansion. They never came up there. But if I'm at an event and I go to the bathroom by myself, nothing. If two people go to the bathroom,
then someone's coming.
Then the camera comes in there.
Yeah.
And that's interesting because they wouldn't let us. If this was The Bachelor, like we couldn't be in a room like that. They would want the camera. I mean, the cameras do go down after a certain time, but like they want the cameras. So Emily and Gina, they're like, let's get on the same page. Let's have each other's back.
Yeah.
I get it. I understand what's happening there. What else happens? Yeah, they go, they decorate dildos. That is an activity I never want to see again. It was hideous. It was pointless. They were blurred out half the time. The conversation wasn't even that great. I'm like, surely, that's why I asked if you've been to Amsterdam. Surely there are better things to do. Like, 100%. I get it's the red light district. I get things are more provocative and weed is legal.
Too on the nose.
Weed is legal in California. So like watching Shannon get high in Amsterdam, you can do that shit back home.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, again, we're over and if anybody calls weed pot, you are unfamiliar with weed.
Yeah, obviously. I was going to say, I think people over a certain age say pot.
Now, I was watching it with somebody and they were like, did she say pot? It's like, oh, and you get to smoke pot? The thrill is gone with that. Like, it's legal here.
It's basically a cigarette.
Being like, we get to go smoke pot.
It's actually like
guys,
less than a cigarette. I think if you have like a joint and you're smoking or you have a cigarette, you're going to get more faces to the cigarette than the joint.
I will agree with you on that. And I will also say that I think pot is based on age and race.
The word pot.
Yes.
What do you mean?
Pot.
Yeah.
Soup man. I think that my parents don't say pot.
No, my parents don't say pot. And my parents don't never smoked.
Oh, please. So neither do mine. They don't drink, they don't smoke.
Yeah, I was going to say, my parents aren't familiar. They just don't say pot.
No, my parents to me are always like, that's that Hollywood. When I was in college, it was Deltas. It was like anything that happened to me, it was like, that's that Delta. You join that sorority. It's the sorority life. When I moved out here, it was, oh, that's that Hollywood. That's that Hollywood NCO. And it's like, hey guys, this has always been me.
Yeah.
And y'all know that.
You may have not known.
Oh, they knew. They knew. I had many nights I got in trouble as a kid.
By the way, happy birthday, Papa Rach.
Oh, yeah. It
was such a cute picture you
Dad
posted.
is a Libra.
My dad's a Libra too.
Doesn't give Libra vibes though. I'm like, what's your
I don't know what
moon
Libra
and
vibes
rising?
are. Your daddy's stubborn? Because my dad is stubborn and he's a Libra.
Oh, my dad's stubborn for sure. My dad is stubborn for sure. I'm surrounded by Libras. Everybody I know, I feel like, or like that I hang out with. I have 2 birthday parties tonight. 2 birthday parties tonight. Willie's a Libra. I know 2 other people who have his exact same birthday. My girlfriends are Libras.
So many Virgos.
I don't. But you're a Virgo.
Yeah, but it's wild how many Virgos are in my life.
And your husband's a Virgo, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. 2
and
Virgos.
like best friends, like a lot of Virgos.
Yeah. No. Libras,
I don't even know very many Libras. But
most of, like the people that I had talked to post divorce have all been Libras. That's why that's when I started to notice Libras. I was like, wow, I'm surrounded. And then I was like, oh, my dad. I never thought about my dad and his sign because he's just like not that person. And I'm like, oh, he's a Libra. But they're very charming. They're very charming. They people please. They're indecisive.
People please a little bit.
They don't like people to disappoint people. So it's like, it's not even that they're super balanced like the scales. They just want everybody to get along. And it's more of that, like almost sometimes like, I'll do whatever to keep the peace because I just want everybody to be happy and get along.
Absolutely not. That is not my father. He is not.
It's not my father either.
I was like, he is not doing everything to keep the peace.
No, that's what I'm saying. Is your dad in October or September?
October.
Same.
My dad is October 13th. So
yeah, very close. Yeah. Very close. So maybe there's something about that week, that stretch of week, because they don't match. They don't fit it at all. Maybe it's generational. Okay, before we get out of here, Miami. Last part, you would think that there was nowhere to go after these first 2 episodes and where Julia basically hijacked the entire reunion with the announcement that she had. But somehow we were able to move on to the 3rd part and not even touch the Julia of it all. It's like it didn't even happen. It's like they took a day off and they decided to come back.
Can I say something?
Mm-hmm.
I would have been fine with 2.
This didn't do it for you. It didn't do it for me. I fell asleep twice.
I was just like, what are we talking about? Like, I don't care that Jody and Lisa and Larsa are friends again. Like
the twin game. The questions were terrible.
Yeah.
As much as I complained about Stephanie, I didn't get enough Stephanie in this reunion.
In total, I did not get enough Stephanie in this reunion. And then going back to Plaingate, somehow she convinced me back on her side because I was very against her during the season.
Same. No,
but
same.
Her being like, I just have a few rules. It's not that big of a deal. You guys made a bigger deal of it than it needed to be. Also, thinking about the whole Julia of it all, like, Julia, this only happened because of me. You wanted to go ask those people to be your godparents. You were not going to be able to do that if I didn't fly my plane there and fly everyone there. I was like, oh, fair point.
I mean, they could have taken another way. They could have taken
I guess like they were saying that like it wouldn't have happened. Like maybe
it had to be so quick.
Yeah. They were only there. They were there and back same day.
Yeah, that's true.
And then I didn't know because we didn't see this in the show, but I didn't realize that they were also trying to get other people not to go on the plane.
That's funny. That was
but
funny.
I think Stephanie has taken some feedback and she is totally open to some constructive criticism. So by the end of this, all 3 parts, I was kind of like, I'm happy Stephanie's coming back next season, most likely. I don't think it's been announced yet, but I'm sure she will. And I think she'll be better.
I think I liked Stephanie. I like her as a part of the show, but I do think Stephanie takes feedback and she was being boat Stephanie or yacht Stephanie, whatever she calls it in that reunion, but only to a certain point because when she screamed, "Can I talk?" and Andy's face, I was kind of like, That's
was like,
when she does.
What about when she started barking and Lisa was like, what are you doing?
Yeah, she can only like keep it contained for a little bit. And then she just doesn't have good socials because she doesn't have friends.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? She just doesn't have real she's definitely not.
She could bark to her husband and her husband probably would have like laughed and been like, oh my God, you're so kooky. But doing it with your friends, Lisa was like, what the fuck?
Like the way we just had the conversation about girls' trips and sharing rooms.
Yes,
Stephanie couldn't participate because I don't think she's done that.
No,
like,
she doesn't know what she likes.
Yeah. She's like, I'll sleep on my plane. Shoe my air. See, like that's the stuff. It's like, I'm with you. She brought me back with the plane, but the moment she said shoe my air, I was like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, I agree.
Just shut up. Just shut up.
I did roll my eyes when she said that, but I was just like, you're doing good, so I'm just gonna keep rolling.
Yeah.
Like I didn't really care about that. I didn't really care about the Adriana and Marisol going back and forth about the ratchet. I now do think that she did say ratchet, but I don't think that she really knows what it means.
She meant ratchet. Yeah.
Yes.
I agree. Yeah, like this everything was just like because it was so explosive at the beginning, everything else was just such a letdown. Like I like Kiki, but Kiki wasn't given it this season. Obviously Kiki with her father was a great storyline, and then understanding culturally and all of that, like I liked that. But the birthday cake, her eating something gross, it's like, guys, like we got more. That was cool from Kiki at the beginning before we got to know her. It's like Kiki's more than just being like a caricature or the girl who talks about sex. Or
Kiki's
whatever.
Funny.
Yes. So like, let her be more.
Yeah. The problem is Kiki doesn't really engage in drama. So
no,
like
for
reunions, she's like not really like there's not like a huge reason to have her there. Obviously she needs to be there, but like she doesn't really want to get in arguments. She goes off with the Amazon driver.
Hilarious. Again,
you know what I mean?
We needed more. That's the question that should have been asked. Like
where did he drop you?
What happened there? Yeah. Like what? Because you were gone. Guerdy talks about her recovery, which, like rooting for her. She does look amazing. Love the support she and Russell have with each other. Love that she's prioritizing her mental health and unpacking some childhood trauma there. Like that's a lot. I think that's actually going to help a lot of people too. So good for Guerdy. Glad she's writing a book as well.
Glad she plugged it.
No, for real. And then Julia and her adoption story. Now, this is where I'm going to admit, I'm going to be honest, guys, and this is totally unprofessional. I did doze off some of this reunion twice, because I just couldn't get there. Now, did I miss? Did she explain the daughters not being involved?
No.
Okay.
But she, one of them has met them and one of them has not, but she's FaceTimed them and she said they're all in a better place.
Okay.
But I'm like, who knows if they are, I don't believe anything Julia says. And before this reunion, she posted that she's going, I don't know. She posted she's like working on herself because of her outbursts.
Yeah, I've read something, I don't know. I saw it in passing, something about she's PTSD from what happened at the reunion and she's working on her relationship with Martina or something like that, which she should, because this is embarrassing for Martina. Even if Martina did know everything, that's one thing. But then you making everybody
Bringing
else.
It up. Yeah.
Yeah.
The Haitian mortician.
The cop. Yikes.
Adriana.
Anybody could get it, is what it sounded like. And that's kind of what I feel like she was, alluding to. Anybody can get it. So anyways, that is it. Next week, we'll be doing 3 more shows. Don't know which one. It's dealer's choice. We don't know which ones we're going to give you, but we'll give you.
Wait, we do know.
Oh, shit. Miami's gone. Damn it. I don't want to let go.
Miami's gone, but we have new shows coming soon. I can't wait for Southern Charm. I cannot wait.
When is that coming?
I think like November 13th.
Oh,
16th?
wow. I didn't even realize. Oh, what a treat. Because we're almost done with October.
It's on the way.
All right. Well, until then, we'll be giving you OC, Salt Lake City, and Potomac. You guys have a beautiful Friday. Enjoy your weekend. Be safe. We will see you guys on Tuesday. We took off this last Tuesday because it was Indigenous Peoples Day, but we will be back. I will have another co-host with me, and we will be giving you all the Bravo news. So make sure you tune in for that. Until then, bye guys.